Hi guys, Pup Snuggles here. So today is Monday, happy Monday. This past Saturday was a puppy mosh here in Chicago for Chicago Puppy Patrol, which actually I am the current president of. We held a mosh for pups who couldn't go to Claw, which was also this weekend. Claw being Cleveland Leather Awareness Weekend. I'll talk more about that a little later. But this was a mosh for pups who could not go to Claw. These and this was held at a private residence in Edgewater, and these actual private parties, these house parties, are actually going to become restricted in the future to our associate members. But our associate membership is set up so that you only have to attend 2 public events before you become an associate member. And if you are a previous CPP member, then you probably have already filled out an application form. And if you haven't, feel free to shoot us a message at chicagopuppypatrol@gmail.com. But yes, in the future, these events will be restricted to associate members. But at this particular event, we had a lot of really tasty snacks that people brought. Our hosts, Edward and Chewy, they provided 2 punches, one that was alcoholic and one was non, for those who weren't drinking or are sober for whatever reason. They also had a nice little moshing area with actual wrestling mats. Typically in a mosh you have like either just on carpet, or even better is the puzzle piece workout mats. But Edward actually owns these actual wrestling mats. So there was some time spent just romping around with other pups on the mats. And then there were segments where it was actually used for full-on wrestling. Which was really awesome. Thank you, Edward and Chewy, for hosting this event. We also had a lot of really good company. Really glad to see everyone that showed up for the event. Edward and Chewy have both stated that they would be happy to host events for us again, so we will likely be doing that. Alright, so Claw, Cleveland Leather Awareness Weekend. I personally have gone twice. It is a weekend in Cleveland where it's a leather event, but there's no actual contest, unlike events like IML or Great Lakes Leather Alliance. It's just to go, mingle, socialize, have fun, shop, whatever you want to do with your weekend. There are also a lot of really awesome workshops on various topics. I know when I went, there was a Puppy 101 workshop, there was rope bondage, there was fisting, there was Square Peg Toys held when I went back in 2000, either 10 or 11. I went both those years, but they held a workshop on how to create your own dildo toys, and people were able to use whatever they wanted as their mold. A couple friends that I went with actually was a male-female couple, and they did a mold of the male master's hand, so that they could use that on the female slave. But since I went, which the puppy scene then was kind of small. There was a small mosh, but it wasn't really all that big. The puppy scene there has exploded. There is at least 1 or more moshes that happen during the event. There's also at least 1 or more pool parties for puppies at the event. There are a lot of really fun photos online on Facebook, and I'm sure will end up on the Claw website. Please feel free to take a look at that. I'll put the link for the website below. Also, I'll put information for Chicago Puppy Patrol below in the comments as well. I did not get to go to Claw this year because I hadn't planned on it. I've been wanting to go back, but haven't really made it that much of an effort to get there. That being said, I am already planning to go next year. Ways to make that a little easier. For myself, as I've stated, I think in a couple other videos, I am in a 4% polyamorous dynamic. I don't know yet if all my members of my family will want to come with me or not, but if I'm going by myself, I will want to find roommates to room with, figure out how I'm traveling there, and potentially traveling with said roommate or roommates, whether that's via car or whether that's via flying or taking the Amtrak. Plan ahead. Typically the further you book in advance, the cheaper the travel will be. I also use an online banking system called Simple, where I can set up a goal so that by a certain point, which for me is mid-April next year, I will have saved up $500 or however much you want to save up by that date. And with that, it takes a little bit of money out of my safe to spend account segment of my account and adds it to this goal so that I don't even really have to think about it. But yeah, I mean, that makes planning for events like Claw, IML, any other leather event, any other event you really want to go to in a different city anyway. Really, as long as you plan ahead, that can make the getting to that event much easier. So today, I've just been doing a lot of cleaning, really. I had to go through a closet that we have that just had a lot of stuff. Really happy with how things are looking. Anything that I'm getting rid of, if it's usable by someone else, I tend to take stuff to the Brown Elephant, which is a organization, it's a thrift store that benefits the Howard Brown, which is an organization that provides a lot of counseling and STD, HIV testing, and other things for the LGBT community, as well as other communities as well, just the local Chicago community. But always happy to help them out by giving stuff that I no longer need to the Brown Elephant to be sold, and thus the profits from that goes to the Howard Brown. Later tonight, my husband Victor and I are going to meet our other partner Natalie at a bar called The Call here in Andersonville in Chicago, meeting up with a couple friends to watch the semifinals for RuPaul's Drag Race. Really happy with who is in the top 4. Honestly, we're kind of the same opinion of we're really excited for any of them, of the top 4 to win. Personally, I've only watched RuPaul since season 6, and it's the first time for me, and definitely the first time for them, who have seen a lot more of RuPaul, to be happy with anyone in the final 4, or even final 3, to win. There's always been at least one person who's like, don't really want them to win. But, yeah, looking forward to seeing some friends and enjoying that. And my other partner, Solomon, he gets back today from a camping trip to Tennessee, so it'll be really good to see him once we're back. But yeah, so just a quick little update. Hope everyone's doing alright. If you like this, if you want to see more of this, please comment below, maybe even subscribe. Yeah, thank you and have a good day.